How's it going, everybody? C-RadTV back here with another video. So, of course, we got another week of NFL playoff football to come in. We're in the championship round of the playoffs. We're down to the final four teams in the playoffs. So, yeah, with that, it's time for some more championship picks. So, we're down to the final four. Who will advance to the final? Who will advance to the Super Bowl 55 in 2 weeks to battle for a Lombardi's trophy? So, of course, last week in my picks, I went 4-0 in the picks. I got every playoff game right last week. So, my record this year goes to 170-97. So, yeah, let's take a look at both championship games this week and see who will be advancing to Super Bowl 55 and who will be sent straight to Elimination Station. So, let's check them out. So, the first game we have the NFC Championship game. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers playing in Green Bay at Lambeau at a 3:30 start. For this game, the Packers are favored by 3.5 points. So this is going to be a close game. You know, first time ever in the postseason, we got Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be a must-watch matchup. Two of the best QBs in the game today. And, of course, a shot to go to the Super Bowl on the line. And, of course, Green Bay, of course, last week coming off a dominant win against the Rams last Saturday in the divisional round. And, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they went on the road and upsetted the Saints, which I said was going to happen. And this time, Saints fans, you have no refs to use as an excuse this time. You got no more excuses. This time, Saints, you got no excuses. Tampa Bay beat you fair and square. And here's the worst part for the Saints' loss. That was the Saints' last shot in this window before they have to rebuild and retool everything. Because that was more than likely Drew Brees' last game. And the Saints are in massive cap hell. Being almost $100 million over the cap. Jesus Christ. So yeah. Tampa Bay's in some cap trouble. They might be struggling for the next couple years. But yeah, Tampa Bay, another dominant win. Playoff Brady once again showing why you don't doubt Tom Brady in the playoffs. You know, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Like in entering this, the only QB I feel like that could go up to Lambeau and win on the road is Brady. Because Brady's has experience playing in January cold weather with all those years of playing the AFC title games in Foxborough in New England. But here's the one difference here. Difference is that Brady has never played at Lambeau in January. And we all know weather in Lambeau Field in January is a whole different animal. And oh yeah, for this game, there is also a slight chance it's going to snow. I should also go over the injury reports real quick for the Buccaneers. Ronald Jones is questionable with quad injury. Mike Evans is questionable with a knee injury. And Jason Pierre-Paul is questionable with a knee injury. Also for the Packers, A.J. Dillon questionable with a quad injury. And Cedarius Smith questionable with a thumb injury. So yeah, a couple so yeah, Green Bay will, for the most part, Tampa Bay and Green Bay will have both their playmakers. I mean, for this game, for both the NFC and AFC title games, you can make a solid argument for each team to win this game. And of course, if Tampa Bay wins this game, though, then Tampa Bay will become the first team to play in the Super Bowl and host it. They'll become the first host team to play in the Super Bowl since Super Bowl 55 this year will be in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium. So yeah, and of course, Tampa Bay wants to be the one to accomplish that. Will Tampa Bay accomplish it? I'm going to say no. I think Green Bay wins this game. With the snow and the weather elements, like I said, playing in Lambeau's a different beast in January. Packers haven't lost at home in the playoffs since the 2013-2014 wild card round of San Francisco. Green Bay has won every game at home since then. And like I said, if the weather and the elements line up well, Green Bay can take the elements and run the table with it. If everything lines up, I say Green Bay can run the table here. I know Tampa Bay dominated Green Bay earlier this year, but the difference was that was in Tampa Bay earlier this year in September, October in the regular season. And what you do in the regular season is a lot different than the playoffs. See, I say Green Bay gets this one over Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. And keep in mind, every time Brady and Rodgers have met, whoever the home team, whoever was playing at home, has won. And the last time the Packers and Brady and Rodgers played at Lambeau, Rodgers won. That was back in 2014, when Brady was still with the Patriots. So yeah, this one, I'm going to go with Green Bay to win this one. I'll take the Packers. And for the point spread, that's pretty much Packers by 4. Yeah, I'll take the spread. Give me the Packers plus the points. I'll take Green Bay to cover. But yeah, now let's move on to the final game. So the final game we'll go over here is the late game, the Sunday evening game, which is the AFC Championship game. We got the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. Chiefs are favored in this game by 3 points. So, of course, for Buffalo, Buffalo's coming off a dominant win at home last Sunday last Saturday in this case, against the Baltimore Ravens, shutting Lamar Jackson down. And the Chiefs, of course, are coming off a close and nail-biting win against the Browns. And for Patrick Mahomes' mom and all the fucking Karens that were going on complaining about Wilson's, quote, helmet-to-helmet hit on Mahomes not being called, or no penalty was called there, y'all need to shut the fuck up and watch the tape better. Because I rewatched it, and yeah, Wilson did not even hit Mahomes in the head. Wilson's helmet, the top of Wilson's head he leaned with, it hit his shoulder. It would have been a penalty if it was helmet to helmet, but it was helmet to shoulder. And he wasn't even trying to take Mahomes' head off in the play. He was trying to tackle him to the ground. Then again, are you all fucking stupid? It's called football. It's a contact sport for a reason. And Patrick Mahomes is being paid $500 million to play in a contact sport. Like, you Karens need to fucking get some common sense. And get a fucking brain. Also need to learn to grow some thicker skin too while you're at it. But it's funny how you'll complain about that hit, but when the Browns got screwed over by a helmet-to-helmet hit with no call there on the 1 yard line, where the penalty would have gave Cleveland first and goal at the 1, but instead ended up being a touchback to the 20 for the Chiefs. Y'all turn a blind eye to that and won't defend that. It won't call for a penalty there. But yeah, all that shows is that Chief fans are complete hypocrites. Like, they'll fucking cry wolf about for a helmet-to-shoulder hit, but when they commit an actual helmet-to-helmet hit, they'll turn a blind eye and find every excuse to defend it. But honestly, though, it would be funny as hell, though, if the Chiefs lose Sunday, but I highly doubt it. But anyway, for the Bills, of course, for their injury report, we have Stephon Diggs, who's still questionable with an oblique injury, and Zach Moss will be out pretty much done for the year, who's on the IR with an ankle injury. For the Chiefs, of course, Patrick Mahomes is questionable with a concussion. Let's be real, he's going to play Sunday. There's no way the NFL's golden boy is not going to play Sunday. Mahomes is going to play Sunday, no doubt. But you got Sammy Watkins, who's questionable with a calf injury. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's questionable with an ankle injury. Willie Gay, who's questionable with an ankle injury. Prashant Breeland, who's in the concussion protocol too, so he's questionable. And DeAndre Baker is still out with the leg injury. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. It could go either way. Like, you can make a solid argument for either team. I think the Bills are going to make it close and keep it competitive, but at the end, I think this game's going to come down to who has the ball in the last 2 minutes. Who can get the ball in the last 2 minutes. In the end, though, I think the Chiefs' offense is going to be too much for the Bills to handle. I'm going to take the Chiefs at home in this one, and I'm going to say the Chiefs win this game, and I say Chiefs cover the spread. So give me the Chiefs plus the points. Plus at the start of the playoffs, I predicted that the Super Bowl would be Green Bay versus Kansas City, and I'm sticking with it. I'm saying it's going to be Green Bay versus Kansas City. So yeah, those are my picks. I got Packers to the Super Bowl, and I got the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. What's your picks? What's the debate? But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace.